the cockpit before it.
And I got to Australia, and I was singled out by a dog on the line. A dog decided my back.
What were you wearing? What cologne were you wearing?
Yeah, I was wearing patchouli.
Wow. Case fucking closed, Your Honor. Step out time through customs.
Can't help it if I have.
Singled him out, and
I can't help it if I have.
he smelled of marijuana and patchouli.
I'm sick. The fucking dog picked my bag out. I haven't smoked dope in what, 8 years?
Yeah, patchouli. It's like dope helper. It's like it's like copycat dope.
You think so? I thought it was just that, like.
I suspect you.
That
I know you're not holding.
I just always thought that you decided just a hippie girl at heart.
You're a total hippie girl, but you came off like a dude smuggling shit from America.
Well, here's what happened. So the guy says...
Look at your hair. If you were wearing a mini leather jacket, you're a coke dealer.
I get it. But knowing in my heart that I had nothing in the bag, nothing in my system.
Nothing good.
You feel good to a certain degree, but I kind of wish that I was on my way back, so the clothes were dirty as the guy was going through it, so I could at least have some satisfaction as he fondled my under things. Knowing they're like, yeah, how do you like your job? That's my dirty underwear.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I found sort of interesting was that he had to go through everything, and he was reading my material, my notebook.
Really?
He was looking at my CDs.
Did he cry a little bit in the middle?
No, but he said,
hey buddy.
He said, I would never imagine I'd have a fan that looked like that. Perhaps he's here for you.
The skate parks are empty tonight.
So he's going through all of it. He's asking me if I associate anyone who did drugs, and
you're a comedian.
But the funny thing about me is I'm too fucking honest. And that's my big.
Didn't.
No, I'm very honest.
You
and
didn't.
he goes, "Are you carrying any drugs? Are you having any drugs?" I'm like, dude, I've been sober and clean for like 9 years. And then there was like, well, what drugs did you used to do?
Yeah.
And then I'm in this weird position where I'm like, just alcohol?
No.
Alcohol.
Not the finest coke in the land.
Yeah. Smoked the black tar like Mr. Hedberg back in the day.
Right. Yeah, you want to mention Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
He used to boot up our eyeball. Let's take you to the seats for a second.
Why don't we sit down in the holding cell and talk about this?
Yeah. All we're missing is a stainless steel toilet.
But then I realized that perhaps I was a victim of the dog. That's what I started to realize.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been dogged. I've been holding a lot of weed and had dogs come right up to me and fuck off.
The dog fucking took it on. Oh, here's the other thing that happened in Australia.
Thank you. One person enjoyed that.
Here's the other thing
Mark didn't even register.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, keep it above water here. Now, the other thing that happened in Australia was the guy.
The water ran down the sink.
Very pleasant. Yeah, I didn't get involved with that. So when they'd be like, I don't even know which way it runs here. Like, I'm gonna fucking know. I'm gonna sit there. I'm looking at my toilet. I'm like, I don't know. Who the fuck has time for that shit? The water the other way? I don't know. It comes out of the faucet down. The swirl, I don't fucking know.
Now, see, if you were like that on stage.
I was like that on stage. But here's the thing, the guy who's booking the club is a very sweet guy. He's been a very hospitable, nice, gracious person. And for some reason it rained every day I was in Sydney. And they say, it never rains here. And I'm like, well, fuck me then. I'm the asshole?
Right.
Like, what are you saying? Which is a classic American attitude. And, for that, too? But that's the weird thing when you travel abroad. If you're from America, you're just an ambassador from the problem.
Yeah, you're a representative.
And somehow or another you have to backpedal from that.
You have to explain all the wars and all the foreign policy as if you make it.
Yeah, and try to apologize for the retard and claim that you had nothing to do with it.
Right, the fat guy in the Crocs is not my friend.
Had nothing to do with it. So the guy goes, well, I want to show you around. You want to go to the zoo? I'm 44 years old. I can't remember the last time I went to a fucking zoo. So I'm like, okay.
Can I ask something? Did you ride the carousel with him now?
Well, here's where I'm going.
Listen, the idea of you doing that.
Here's where I'm going. That's what I'm saying, man. So he
do they have a neurotic?
Hang on a minute.
Jewish marsupials?
Listen.
It hurts.
So he goes, I'm going to fucking go to the zoo. Okay, we'll go to the zoo. And I had really no idea just how awkward it would be to go to a zoo with just a guy. With just a guy. So like, I'm at the fucking zoo and I'm with this guy who books the club.
Like eating ice cream in front of each other. It's so uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable.
That's it. That's the truth. I go, you guys want ice cream?
I said, there's no fucking way I'm getting ice cream.
Right, I want to make that day.
What about, even if one of us has ice cream, it's going to
Right,
look
I'm
fucked
going to
up.
work that
And we're walking around, it's pleasant, but I'm keeping my distance because I'm a homophobe, but it's awkward because
well, he might attack you at any point. You are down under.
I was a little needy, and I might have wanted all his hands, but I was fighting that myself.
What happens below the fucking equator stays below you.
I don't know. I'm finding that what happens anywhere, if someone has a cell phone that is capable of capturing it, it's completely documented, and it will be posted at some point. But here's the other thing I realized, like, I don't have kids, and I really have no real regulating nature as to how to behave around them. You know, I'm looking at, they have some serious fucking amphibians down there. So I'm looking at these displays with these lizards, and there's kids there, and I'm going, holy fuck. Am I right? Look at that fucking lizard, that could eat you, bro. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you shooting the stink eye, Dad? What the fuck? Talk to your kid. He's a shitty fucking big lizard, you know? So there was
really
that.
Him up. First of all, the fact that you said they got serious amphibians, I understand now why you weren't there with a woman. Why? Because you went, they got some serious amphibians.
Well, you go with
There's not a woman in the world that's attracted to that.
Amphibians, I've known several.
To a man that says...
They like amphibians, and usually a lot of piercings and strange tattoos go with the amphibians. I've been to plenty of women's houses in my life where it's like, do you want to see what's in the cave?
Right.
Sheet off. Okay.
This is Scrad.
That was the same woman who was who was in college. She was a welder. She's a fucking blacksmith. Right. So I meet this woman in college.
Where do you meet smithies?
Here you go. Mass art, dude. Lorna Smolsky with the black mohawk. Of course, my she's fucking nuts. Yeah. Where does she live? So she takes me to her house. This is one of the greatest moments of my life.
I dated a Cooper briefly in the 80s.
She's got this sculpture she made, an emaciated female character, an emaciated female figure,
right?
And the vagina was just nails. It's like, this is what I'm working on. I'm like, I don't know if I should stay.
Yeah.
But she said a couple of classic things. She was a genius. She used to work at a strip club as a bartender. She's this little tank of a woman.
Right.
I'm still friends with her. And she quit working at the strip club, the Naked Eye in Boston. And I asked her, I said, why did you quit working at the strip club? And she goes, I'm tired of men looking at me like I'm food.
Yeah.
I thought that was genius. So where have you been, Greg? There's my, I mean, I have more Australia.
Let me tell you something. I've never been where there's serious amphibians. I go to places where amphibians are flip and glib, where they have a lackadaisical, insouciant attitude that don't really care. Where I go, if you meet a nude, it's like, whatever, come on, bitch, let's go. And
it's not Australia, my
yeah, no. They have terrifying animals in Australia, and those are the audiences.
Ouch! I should make a mark for that.
I was in
Greg,
Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go, Greg? Precisely. And